Mosquitoes love summer nights, but you don't have to let them ruin yours. We all know that awful buzzing sound, those itchy bites, and the endless swatting when you're just trying to enjoy your garden or patio. But here's the good news. You don't need chemical sprays, expensive gadgets, or smelly candles. The solution might already be growing in your backyard. Today, I'll show you 15 incredible plants that naturally repel mosquitoes. Plants that look beautiful, smell amazing, and actually protect you while you enjoy the outdoors. And trust me, you'll want to stick around until the end because plant number 1 is so common and effective that it might surprise you. Quick question before we dive in. What's the most annoying mosquito moment you've ever had? Was it camping, a barbecue, or maybe even inside your home? Drop your story in the comments. I'd love to hear it. And who knows, your story might even help someone else battling mosquitoes. And hey, if you love gardening hacks and natural remedies, go ahead and tap that like button. It really helps this channel grow. And subscribe so you never miss out on tips to make your garden healthier, greener, and more enjoyable. Let's get started. Lavender. Nobody can deny how beautiful lavender looks in a garden. Those purple blooms swaying in the breeze. But did you know this fragrant flower is also a natural mosquito repellent? Mosquitoes can't stand the smell of lavender's essential oils. In fact, studies have shown that the compounds in lavender disrupt mosquito sensors, making it harder for them to find you. That means while you're enjoying its calming aroma, mosquitoes are keeping their distance. Lavender is surprisingly easy to grow. It loves full sun, so pick a spot in your garden that gets at least 6 hours of sunlight a day. Make sure the soil drains well because lavender doesn't like wet feet. Once established, it's drought-resistant and low maintenance, making it perfect for busy gardeners. But here's a bonus. Not only does lavender repel mosquitoes, it also attracts bees and butterflies, turning your garden into a pollinator-friendly paradise. Plus, you can dry the flowers for DIY sachets, teas, or even homemade essential oils. So tell me in the comments, would you grow lavender in your garden for the look, the smell, or the mosquito protection? Citronella grass. When you think of mosquito repellents, citronella candles probably come to mind, but here's the secret. Those candles are made from the oils of citronella grass itself. So instead of burning it, why not grow the real deal right in your garden? Citronella grass produces a strong citrus-like aroma that confuses mosquitoes and masks the scents that normally attract them to humans. Simply brushing against the leaves releases even more of those oils into the air, nature's own defense system. To grow citronella successfully, choose a warm, sunny location. It thrives in pots and containers, which means you can place them around patios, doorways, or outdoor seating areas to create a natural mosquito barrier. Keep the soil moist but not soggy, and it will reward you with lush, tall, green clumps. Here's a little bonus tip. Citronella grass not only keeps bugs away, but it also adds a fresh, tropical look to your garden design. And if you're feeling creative, you can even crush the leaves and rub a little on your skin for short-term protection. Quick question for you. Where would you place citronella grass in your yard? Near your front porch? Or maybe around the BBQ area? Let me know in the comments. Basil. Now here's one you might already have in your kitchen. Basil. We all know basil as the king of herbs in cooking, but did you know it also keeps mosquitoes at bay? Basil releases a pungent aroma from its leaves, especially when you brush against them. This natural oil is toxic to mosquito larvae, and the strong scent alone repels adult mosquitoes, making basil both a protective and practical garden plant. The best part? Basil is simple to grow. It loves warm weather, plenty of sunlight, and well-drained soil. Water it regularly. Basil doesn't like to dry out completely, and pinch back the leaves often to encourage bushier growth. The more you harvest, the healthier your basil plant will be. And here's your bonus benefit. You'll always have fresh basil for cooking. From pasta sauces to fresh salads, having basil on hand is a delicious win-win. Imagine repelling mosquitoes while preparing homemade pesto straight from your garden. So, I'd love to know, do you grow basil for the kitchen, or would you plant it mainly as a natural mosquito repellent? Drop your answer below. Plant number 12 is a fragrant herb that's as powerful as it is underrated: lemon balm. Also known as Melissa officinalis, this plant belongs to the mint family, and its leaves release a refreshing lemony scent that mosquitoes absolutely hate. Why does it work? Lemon balm contains compounds like citronella, which are proven to confuse mosquito receptors, making it harder for them to detect humans. That means when you plant lemon balm, you're basically creating an invisible shield of scent in your garden. The best part? Lemon balm is incredibly easy to grow even for beginners. It thrives in partial shade, which means it's perfect for spots where the sun doesn't shine all day. It loves moist, well-drained soil, and once it gets going, it spreads fast, so you'll want to keep it trimmed. A few clippings here and there, and you'll have a full, bushy plant in no time. And here's a bonus that gardeners love. Lemon balm isn't just a mosquito repellent, it's also a medicinal powerhouse. You can brew the leaves into a calming tea that's great for stress, digestion, and even sleep. Some people even rub the crushed leaves directly on their skin for short-term mosquito protection. Now imagine this. You're out in your garden at sunset, sipping a warm cup of lemon balm tea while mosquitoes keep their distance. That's the magic of this plant. Coming in at number 11 are the bright, cheerful marigolds, the golden warriors of the garden. At first glance, they're just beautiful flowers, but these blooms are much more powerful than they look. Marigolds release a natural compound called pyrethrum, which is actually used in many commercial insect repellents. The scent of marigolds drives away mosquitoes, as well as other pests like aphids and whiteflies. In other words, they don't just protect you, they protect your other plants too. Marigolds are incredibly versatile and easy to grow. They love full sun, tolerate a wide range of soils, and bloom non-stop throughout the summer. You can grow them in garden beds, borders, or containers, and placing them near entryways or outdoor seating areas will create a natural mosquito barrier. But here's where marigolds really shine. They're companion plants. Gardeners often use them around vegetable gardens because they keep pests away while attracting pollinators like bees and butterflies. That's double the value in one plant. And here's a fun tip. Their bright colors make them perfect for decorative borders, adding beauty while also acting as a natural security system against mosquitoes. So tell me this, if you planted marigolds, would you use them more for pest control or simply to brighten up your garden? Drop your answer in the comments. I'd love to know. At number 10, we have a refreshing favorite, peppermint. Known for its cool, crisp scent, peppermint isn't just for teas and candies. Its strong menthol aroma is a natural mosquito repellent that creates an environment mosquitoes hate. Peppermint works in two ways. First, the strong scent masks the smells that attract mosquitoes to humans. Second, the oils in peppermint can actually kill mosquito larvae when introduced to water sources. That makes peppermint both a preventative and protective plant. Growing peppermint is straightforward, but here's the trick. It grows aggressively. Peppermint loves moist soil and partial sun, but if you put it directly in the ground, it can take over your entire garden. The best way to grow peppermint is in pots or containers, where you can control its spread while still enjoying its benefits. Now, beyond pest control, peppermint is a multi-use champion. You can brew the leaves into soothing tea, use them for homemade remedies like chest rubs and oils, or even add fresh peppermint to your cooking. Plus, the smell alone creates a refreshing atmosphere in any garden. And here's a cool bonus tip. If you crush the leaves and rub them on your skin, the cooling effect not only repels mosquitoes, but also soothes existing bites. Double win! So let me ask you, would you plant peppermint mainly for the garden benefits or to harvest and use in your kitchen? Tell me in the comments below. At number 9, we have a plant you probably know from the kitchen, rosemary. But here's the surprise. Rosemary isn't just for seasoning your roast potatoes. Its strong, woody aroma actually repels mosquitoes and several other garden pests. Mosquitoes dislike the compounds released by rosemary leaves, and if you've ever brushed past one, you know just how strong that scent can be. The bonus is that while mosquitoes run from it, people love it. It's soothing, earthy, and delicious when used in cooking. Rosemary thrives in full sunlight, so give it at least 6 to 8 hours of direct sun per day. It prefers well-drained soil and doesn't like to be overwatered. In fact, rosemary is drought-tolerant once it's established, making it one of the most low-maintenance herbs you can grow. You can plant it in garden beds, borders, or containers, and it even makes a beautiful decorative shrub. Now, here's something you might not know. Rosemary leaves can be tossed on a fire or barbecue to create a natural mosquito-repelling smoke. Imagine grilling outdoors while rosemary smoke keeps mosquitoes at bay. Practical, fragrant, and delicious all in once. So, here's my question for you. Would you plant rosemary mainly for cooking or for its mosquito-repelling powers? Let me know in the comments below. Coming in at number 8 is one of the most powerful natural mosquito repellents out there, and it might surprise you: catnip. Yes, the same plant that sends cats into a playful frenzy can actually send mosquitoes running for cover. Research has shown that catnip contains a compound called napetalactone, which is up to 10 times more effective than DEET, the main chemical found in many commercial repellents. That means planting catnip in your garden gives you a natural defense system that's incredibly effective without any harsh chemicals. Catnip is very easy to grow. It thrives in full sun or partial shade and adapts well to most soils. It does spread quickly, so you might want to give it a contained space or grow it in pots if you don't want it taking over your garden. Of course, if you have cats, you'll quickly notice they love it. Watching your feline friends enjoy a roll in the catnip patch can be entertaining, but keep in mind they might flatten your plants if you don't protect them. Beyond mosquito control, catnip also attracts pollinators like bees and butterflies, making it a valuable companion plant for your garden. And here's a little tip: you can dry the leaves and use them in homemade mosquito repellent sprays or sachets. So tell me, would you grow catnip in your garden even if it meant your cat might roll around in it every day? Comment below. I'm curious what you think. At number 7, we have a tall and striking tree that's well known for its refreshing scent: eucalyptus. The oil from eucalyptus leaves is used in countless natural mosquito repellents around the world, and for good reason. Mosquitoes simply can't stand it. Eucalyptus releases cineol, a compound that masks the scents mosquitoes use to locate us. That's why planting eucalyptus in or near your garden can create a protective barrier, while also filling the air with a refreshing, invigorating fragrance. If you're in a warm climate, eucalyptus trees can grow quite tall, some even up to 30 feet. But don't worry, there are also smaller dwarf varieties perfect for patios and gardens. They prefer full sun and well-drained soil, and once established, they're hardy and drought-tolerant. Here's an extra tip. You can clip eucalyptus branches and bring them indoors. Not only will they look beautiful in a vase, but they'll also continue to release that mosquito-repelling aroma inside your home. And if you're into DIY, eucalyptus leaves can be boiled to make a natural homemade mosquito spray. So here's my question. Would you rather grow a large eucalyptus tree for shade and mosquito protection, or keep a smaller potted variety on your patio? Let me know in the comments. At number 6, we have sage, a plant that's been valued for centuries, not just as an herb, but also as a protector. Sage is part of the mint family, and its strong, earthy aroma is something mosquitoes can't tolerate. Here's what makes sage special. Not only do the fresh leaves repel mosquitoes when planted in your garden, but dried sage can be tossed onto a fire or outdoor grill to release a fragrant smoke that keeps pests away. This practice goes back hundreds of years. Many cultures traditionally burn sage as a cleansing ritual, and today we know it doubles as a natural mosquito defense. Growing sage is straightforward. It loves full sun, thrives in well-drained soil, and doesn't need constant watering. In fact, sage prefers slightly drier conditions, which makes it a great choice for gardeners in hot and sunny climates. It's a hardy perennial, meaning once you plant it, it'll come back year after year with minimal care. And let's not forget its versatility.
Sage leaves can be used fresh or dried in cooking, especially in savory dishes and herbal teas. It's also believed to have antioxidant and medicinal properties. So here's a thought for you. If you planted sage, would you use it more for cooking, for traditional smudging, or simply to repel mosquitoes? Share your answer in the comments.
Coming in at number 5 is a flower that's as stunning as it is powerful, the chrysanthemum. These bold, colorful blooms brighten up any garden, but did you know they also contain a natural insecticide? Chrysanthemums produce pyrethrins, which are compounds that have been used for decades in mosquito sprays and repellents. In fact, many store-bought insect control products are made with extracts of these flowers. That means when you plant chrysanthemums, you're bringing one of nature's most effective repellents directly into your backyard. These flowers are easy to grow and incredibly rewarding. They love full sun and well-drained soil, and with a little care, they'll reward you with stunning blooms from late summer into fall. That makes them especially useful during mosquito season, when you need the protection most. But chrysanthemums aren't just practical, they're also symbolic. In many cultures, they represent longevity, joy, and rebirth. Imagine filling your garden with a flower that's not only beautiful and meaningful, but also keeps mosquitoes at bay. Here's an added bonus. Chrysanthemums don't just repel mosquitoes. They also deter ticks, fleas, and other pests that can harm both people and pets. That makes them a multi-purpose defender for your outdoor spaces. Now, let me ask you, would you plant chrysanthemums mainly for their beauty or because of their hidden superpower as a natural insect repellent? Comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Plant number 4 is a tropical favorite, lemongrass. If you've ever walked past this tall, grassy plant, you'll know it has a refreshing citrus fragrance that fills the air. But to mosquitoes, that scent is a warning sign. Stay away. Lemongrass is actually the source of citronella oil, one of the most widely used natural mosquito repellents. Just planting lemongrass around patios, walkways, or seating areas can help reduce mosquito activity. And if you crush the leaves, the oils released make the repellent effect even stronger. Now, let's talk about growing it. Lemongrass loves warm weather, full sun, and moist, well-drained soil. It can grow quite tall, sometimes up to 4 feet, making it perfect for creating a natural privacy screen in your garden. In cooler climates, you can grow lemongrass in large pots and bring them indoors when the temperature drops. Here's where it gets really exciting. Lemongrass isn't just for repelling mosquitoes, it's also a culinary treasure. It's a staple in Asian cooking, adding a zesty lemon flavor to soups, teas, and curries. Imagine harvesting fresh lemongrass from your garden to flavor your meals while also enjoying mosquito-free evenings outside. At number 3, we're talking about one of the most versatile and refreshing herbs of all time, mint. Whether it's peppermint, spearmint, or other varieties, mint is a powerhouse when it comes to repelling mosquitoes. Why does it work? Mint contains menthol and other aromatic compounds that overwhelm mosquitoes' sense of smell. To us, mint is cooling and refreshing in teas, desserts, even mojitos. But to mosquitoes, it's unbearable. Planting mint around your home creates a natural barrier that helps keep them away. Mint is also one of the easiest plants to grow. In fact, it grows so well that it can quickly take over your garden if you're not careful. That's why I recommend growing mint in pots or containers. It thrives in partial sun, likes regular watering, and grows rapidly, giving you a steady supply of fresh leaves all season long. The bonus with mint is endless. You can use it to brew soothing teas, make homemade remedies for digestion, garnish your drinks, or even crush the leaves and rub them on your skin to repel mosquitoes on the spot. And the cooling effect? It also eases the itch from mosquito bites. So picture this, a warm summer evening sipping a cold glass of mint lemonade while the plant itself protects you from mosquitoes. That's the magic of mint. Coming in at number 2 are the stunning, colorful geraniums. These flowers are not just eye candy for your garden, they're natural defenders against mosquitoes. Geraniums, especially the scented varieties like lemon-scented geraniums, release powerful fragrances that drive mosquitoes away. The oils in their leaves act just like citronella, creating a protective aura around your outdoor spaces. What's great about geraniums is their versatility. They grow beautifully in pots, window boxes, hanging baskets, or directly in the ground. They love plenty of sunlight, moderate watering, and well-drained soil. With a little care, they'll bloom continuously through the summer, adding vibrant pops of color while also protecting your family from mosquitoes. But geraniums bring more than just beauty and mosquito protection. Their bright colors attract pollinators like bees and butterflies, adding life and movement to your garden. And for those who love DIY projects, the leaves can be used in homemade essential oils or infused into natural sprays. Imagine a front porch lined with blooming geraniums, beautiful, welcoming, and mosquito-free. That's the double win these plants offer. And finally, at number 1, the ultimate surprise in our countdown, the garlic and onion family. Yes, these kitchen staples are some of the most effective natural mosquito repellents you can grow. Here's why they work so well. Garlic, onions, chives, and leeks contain sulfur compounds that mosquitoes find absolutely repulsive. When these plants are in your garden, the scent released into the air creates a natural shield that mosquitoes simply don't cross. But that's not all. Eating garlic has even been shown in some studies to make humans less attractive to mosquitoes, thanks to the compounds that seep through the skin after digestion. That means your spaghetti dinner could actually help keep the bugs away later that evening. Growing these plants is also a gardener's dream. They're hardy, adaptable, and can be planted in small garden beds, pots, or large-scale vegetable gardens. Garlic loves full sun and well-drained soil, and once you plant it, you can harvest not only the bulbs, but also the green shoots for cooking. Onions and chives are just as easy, and they add flavor to countless dishes. The beauty of this plant family is that it works on multiple levels. It protects your garden, enhances your meals, and creates an environment that mosquitoes hate. Now think about this: a garden where lavender, basil, and garlic grow side by side. Colorful, fragrant, edible, and virtually mosquito-free. So here's my big question for you. Which of these 15 plants would you combine in your garden to create the ultimate natural mosquito shield? Comment your dream combo below. I can't wait to read your ideas. Wow! We've covered a lot of ground today, so let's do a quick recap of the 15 amazing plants that can help keep mosquitoes away. Starting with lavender at number 15, followed by citronella grass, basil, lemon balm, and the bright marigolds. At number 10, we had peppermint, then rosemary, powerful catnip, and eucalyptus. At 6, sage, then chrysanthemums, and lemongrass at number 4. Our top 3 were mint varieties, beautiful geraniums, and finally the champion, garlic and the onion family. Each of these plants brings its own special benefit, whether it's fragrance, flavor, or pure mosquito protection. And remember, you don't need to pick just one. Combine several of these plants together to create a garden that's both beautiful and functional, while giving you the best natural defense against those buzzing pests. So now I want to hear from you. Which of these plants are you most excited to grow in your garden? Will it be lavender for its soothing scent, basil for both cooking and protection, or maybe you're bold enough to try garlic as your secret weapon? Drop your answer in the comments below. I can't wait to see your dream mosquito-repelling garden. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more gardening tips, and share this video with a friend who's tired of being eaten alive by mosquitoes. Until then, happy gardening, and here's to enjoying mosquito-free evenings outdoors.